somehow right. That's all time. That's all time.
Derek Jeter is top 3 shortstop.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Things and Tutties, presented by Tubbs and Frankie. This week is episode 162. I gotta hang on. I feel weird. Something's off. Something's not right here with my monitors. I don't know. Anyways, a little bit of a scheduling note for anybody that listens to this show. We are now recording Wednesdays. Episodes we posted Thursday. Works out better for us. We got more lines for the parlay. Tuesday's just a little bit too early. I think it's going to be Wednesdays forever. It works out better for both of us. We chit-chatted about it. Before we get into things, I had an idea on the way home today. So I ended up working late. We're recording late, way later than normal. Normally we're almost wrapping up by now. I had a thought, and it just randomly popped in my head. I don't know why. I was thinking about the Lions, and they obviously lost on Sunday. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, we recorded reactions to the Lions or the Tigers and the Brewers losing, right? So I had this thought, and I want to run it by you. I think I believe both of our teams will make the playoffs, right? Can we agree on that? They most likely will.
Yep.
I think if our teams lose in said playoffs, there needs to be a recorded segment after the game to get the true raw emotion. And
like
when
just
we record,
hop on and record an episode.
just hop on. Not an episode, just a blip.
Okay.
However, if it ends up being as long as an episode, maybe that could be this week's episode. But if it's like 20, 30 minutes, we do our intro like normal, and then we'll say, hey, we did obviously the Packers lost, blah, blah. We can get, that way you get the real raw emotion, and then you can do the couple days later, what are we thinking? And then we can kick it to ourselves, and we'll just throw in the clip, and then we'll send it back at the end of it, and then wrap up, do whatever needs to be done. I think that'd be awesome. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we're guaranteed at least one of those.
One team will lose in the playoffs, yes.
Yes. So
that's a guarantee. That's a lock.
I'm fine with
minus
that.
$1 million. So
wouldn't be surprised if we got 2 of those. So,
and the only thing that would suck is if both teams got bounced in, like, say, the divisional round or the wild card round, and then it's like then what do you do? So
yeah,
hopefully they lose at different times, and then obviously, barring significant injury to a pivotal player, both teams should make the playoffs. The Lions have me slightly concerned at the moment, but they'll bounce back. So we'll be doing that. We'll do Sunday night, Monday night, whatever it is. We'll hop on real quick, record an episode. I don't think there would be – my only worry is that it's like a primetime game for the Lions late at night, and then I got to be quiet because Sid's sleeping. But I don't think – after a loss like that, I'm usually not a screamer. It's usually after a couple days or a week. That's usually a depressed moment. So
I was really wishing that we could have recorded this episode like Monday, because I would have loved to have seen your reaction to the Lions game on Monday.
It's the Lions played on Sunday, but
no, I know. But
my reaction Monday, I got you.
Like one day after.
Yeah, it's
because now you've had time to cope.
We'll get into it. I got to clarify some things too that I think you misread from me. So we'll get into it. I'm going to fly through Locks and Longshots. The model. So first of all, not open anymore. Scooble Cy Young. He has won the Cy Young. Congrats. Back to back. What are you smirking for?
I'm just reading through old tweets. I'm trying to find stuff on the Packer game.
From me?
No.
Oh.
Just the Packers page.
Gotcha. Okay. You looked focused, but then also like smirky. So I was like,
yeah,
what's he planning? Scooble Cy Young, W, minus 115. We hopped on it. I didn't actually bet it. Wish I did, but congrats to him. Can't wait to watch him in a Mets jersey. Last week, the model, 3-3. We'll take it. Jets plus 12.5. Good read, honestly. Had a chance. Don't hate it, but it was a loss. Bengals plus 5.5 at the Steelers. Wow. Loss there. Very unfortunate. That was close, too. I mean, they were in that game. Rodgers had gone down, and then they just gave up. They threw 2 pick sixes. Or was one a fumble? I don't know. And then Bucks plus 5.5 at the Bills. That was a loss as well. Another one. It was close. Good read. The Bucks just maybe are in a spiral. They got to stop that spiral. And then we rattled off 3 wins. The Bears +3. Actually, that was at 1 o'clock. Bears +3 at the Vikings. A little bit in jeopardy at the end, but the way the game script was going, they were going to cover no matter what, win or loss. So that was a W. Seahawks +3 at the Rams. I don't know how they covered this game. I didn't really watch it. But they covered. Sam Darnold threw 3 picks, but a cover's a cover. And then 49ers -3 versus the Cardinals. Sweat-free winner. Love that. I bet all these. We'll take a break even. I think I lost, I don't know, probably like a half unit maybe on the going 500. So the model loves this week. It loves this slate. It was kind of crazy. As I was doing it, I'm like, reminder for those maybe that didn't hear the model. Basically, I just go through the list of games, set what I think the spread should be, and then I think I did anything within 3 points I take. I did realize that I'm also picking a team that I think, like, so if I set a line at 3, right, I put it down, for example, our first pick here, Colts +3 at the Chiefs. I wrote down Colts -1.5. So I'm thinking they should be favored, and I'm thinking they're going to cover. So then when it's Colts +3, I'm like, oh, yeah, they're covering that. The model loves that pick. That's how we're doing this. Yes, it's obviously stupid, but it's kind of fun. I love doing it. Monday night, I was so excited to go through after the Cowboys-Cardinals game. So I'm just going to rattle through these. I'm not going to read, since I have so many picks, I have 10 picks this week. I'm not going to go through and tell you what I thought it was going to be. If you have any questions, I can pull up the notes app and tell you what I had it at. But I'm just going to rattle here. So Colts +3 at the Chiefs, Titans +13.5 versus the Seahawks, Jets +13.5 at the Ravens, Giants +10.5 at the Lions, Browns +3 at the Raiders, Jags -2.5 at the Cardinals, Falcons +1.5 at the Saints, Bucks +6.5 at the Rams, Panthers +7 at the Niners. Obviously, don't love the Giants pick. I just didn't think the spread would be that big. I had Giants +4.5 on my sheet. I thought they could cover that with the way we've looked lately. And was it 4.5? Let me see what I wrote down. Hang on. Sorry, I had Lions -5.5. So Giants +5.5. So I said, oh, the Giants should cover that. They're getting 5 extra points than I thought. That's kind.
Yep.
I don't think this is smart at all, first of all. I also don't think I'm doing this correctly. It's fun. I'm going to keep rolling. We're 500 right now. If it gets out of hand like my locks, I'll probably give up. But I enjoy doing it right now. And I did.
I mean, from what you've said, it sounds like you're doing it correctly.
Last week,
I'll probably ask you about a couple numbers once I get to my picks because I want to see where you're at compared to where my model is at.
Gotcha. And I've got every game still. Some have a green check, meaning I'm going to bet this. Some have a red X. I will be betting all of these. I've decided all 10, 1 unit each. I'm going to do that until it really burns me. Probably last week 500. We'll take it. But yeah, last week I went back and looked the overall prediction. If I would like the ones where it was 1-2, that's kind of like where it's a toss up where like, you can take either side. So that's why I didn't take it. But the teams that I had written down covered my fictional spread that I've set. So kind of crazy.
Yeah.
By the way, locks were 26-38. We did have one extra win last week with Scooble, so we're marching back. If I go 10-0 somehow, I will be placing a parlay all 10.
You have to.
I have to. If that hits, first of all, we're above 500. No, we're not actually. I'm 12 games below 500. Wow. All right, so we got to hit all 10. So I'm going to parlay that. I'm going to throw a little 5 spot out there for like 1,000 or something. Long shots, 12-36. Last week we had the Bucks money line. They obviously lost. This week, we're parlaying the Bucks money line and the Colts. Bucks are 6-point dogs. Yeah, 6.5-point dogs.
7.
That's the thing. I did this Tuesday. No, I did this Tuesday morning. So I'm taking these because that's what I saw. If I would have wagered it at the time, that's what I would have taken. So those will be my lines. But yes,
they are 6.5 right now.
Okay. I love it more at 7 because you get that full touchdown. But
yep.
Parlaying those plus 789 for the long shot.
All right. Locks 50-47. Last week we had the Bucks Bills over 48.5 for the W. That absolute shootout. I saw that you live bet over 72 or something like that. So
no, it was
fun.
No, it was
maybe it's 60
67.5, I think.
Yeah.
It hit easy, and I thought about re-upping because it was up to like 70 something, and I was like, this might be that game where Austin.
I think I called it last week too, and I was like, I feel like this could be the Chiefs Bills game that just keeps going up and up and up.
Yeah,
but
they had a 50% live boost, so I was like, fuck it, I'm watching this game. Yep. I'll take the over, and it was pretty sweat free. But then they slowed down after I took it.
Is I made an SGPX on that game, and let me look because I want to find out what the exact one was. So it was 4 touchdown scores between 2 games. It was wait, no, that's not it. Fuck, where did this go? I think I went 0 for 4. Here it is. It was Ibuka, Shakir, Pearsall, and Kittle to score plus 70-79. 44-32, neither Ibuka or Shakir scored. 41-22, only Kittle scored, with the 49ers putting up 41 points.
Kittle scored 2 or 3?
I think he had 2.
Okay.
But what can you possibly do wrong there?
Right.
I feel like I had it read perfectly. And I mean, Shakir, the Bills put up 44 points. Shakir had 1 reception for -1 yards.
Mm-hmm.
What? Anyways, so the rest of my locks last week, we had the Chargers Jags over 43.5. This was a disgusting loss. We can talk about that one later. Actually, we'll just talk about it now. It ended up at 41. The Jags went for a 4th down when they were up 35-6, when they could have just kicked a 40-yard field goal and sent us over. But besides the point, it's a loss. We move on. We had the Chiefs Broncos under 43.5. This did hit. Got sneaky close. And then we had the Seahawks Rams over 48.5 as the will be sweaty make bread lock of the week that lost. So the will be sweaty make bread lock of the week is retired at 0-1. We are now up to 6 retired named bets. All of them are actually combined. We are 2-7. 1-7. Sorry, on the named bets. So take that into consideration this week. For bets this week, these are also all model picks. Mine actually has some data backing it up. What I do, I'll keep it short. Basically, I pulled the entire offensive data, entire defensive data for the entire league, run some linear regression, which is nerd-based, and then it spits out some scores and some stats. And then I have 2 older models that are baked into this. So I only pull it if at least 2 of the models agree on the picks. And then those are my picks. So I end up having like 15 picks for this week. 2 of them that are in my locks are actually agreed on by all 3 of my models, hence why they will get the named bets this week. But I'll keep track of my bets on the model from here on out. Had some testing to do. Was kind of adjusted it better this week. So first is the Texans +6 at the Bills on Thursday night. I'm calling this Mills Mafia. It's not the named bet of the week, but Davis Mills has been pretty good. I'll take the Texans to cover +6, even though the Bills have been looking decent.
Did you know he's a former number 1 high school recruit at quarterback?
I did not. I
found that out.
I do think it's weird that he re-signed with the Texans. Like, he was on his rookie deal. It ran out. And then he said, you know what? Even though I'm the backup, I'll stay here.
Right.
Like,
some guys just want to make their bread and ride the bench.
I also feel like I don't know if he could have gotten an offer anywhere else. But
correct.
Second pick, Bears -2.5. Jake has it at 3. It is down to 2.5 against the Steelers. No Rodgers.
That feels like a
Mason Rudolph is. See, but I feel like it could be a trap, but also like it's Mason Rudolph. So
right.
It's in Pittsburgh though. So I think right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bears -2.5. Third one is the Vikings Packers under 41.5. I believe I saw this. I think 2 of my models have around like 38-ish, or like right on 41. So I think it's going to be tight. But both defenses are good. I think if Josh Jacobs doesn't play, Packers probably throw a lot more. I think it's going to go under. And then the two named picks of this week are the triple diamond locks of the week. First one is Colts Chiefs over 49.5. Every single one of my models has this going over, usually around a total of 54 to 56. So I feel like this one's probably going to get over pretty easily. And then the Panthers +7 is the second triple diamond lock of the week. I actually have the Panthers winning by 2 in one of my models, and then the other two models I have the Niners barely sneaking out a win and then winning by 3. So either way, I have the Panthers covering this +7 all 3 ways. So those are the 2 triple diamond locks of the week. Took that straight from golf, by the way, because I've been watching the Internet Invitational recently. And I see a lot of guys have the triple diamond drivers. So it made me think triple diamond is best of the best. I have 3 models. Boom.
There you go. Diamond. I like it.
Long shots, 27.87. Last week, 1-3. We had the porta potty shitter long shot of the week, which was Thursday night Jets Patriots alt under 38.5. Honestly, it was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Ended up squeaking over fairly late, I believe. I don't think I watched more than like the last 20 seconds of the game when I needed Travion Henderson to get 7 more yards. Yeah. So
$700.
Yeah.
That would hurt. That
one did hurt a lot.
We did have 2 3-legs, didn't we? Or no? Yeah, because Travion was the 6-leg for you.
Let me pull up the parlay tracker.
Right, because I had.
I didn't mark down. I didn't mark down the Monday night games. We hit Thursday and we hit Sunday night. 3-leg.
Not bad.
106.50 on Sunday night and 73.50 on Thursday night.
Dude, if I wouldn't have,
$180.
Yeah,
profit.
So if I would have just not, I would have been up 12 units if those were the only 2 things I bet. Are 3 and 6.
Yep.
Wow, shit, I forgot about Monday.
I've kind of been limiting my primetime games to just our parlays and maybe like 1 or 2 touchdown scores. I will say, I didn't tell you about this last week, but FanDuel runs it's usually, I think it's only for Thursday night. I hit Justin Fields and got an $80 free bet. I put 40 of it on Christian Watson to score a touchdown.
Nice.
And then I split up the other 40 something on something else. But so I did hit that. Anyways, my other long shots last week, we had Bears money line +145. That hit. We had the Bengals money line +205. That lost. And then I remembered I threw Wisconsin money line on there +2,000. That was not particularly close. We did cover. Good teams win, great teams cover. So we are a great team. And then the 10-day 10K challenge lost. It got kind of sketchy the last couple of days. I kept running into injury stuff, so I kind of sitting it out for a little bit here. I like targeting it around the cup games because way more intense games done. But so it might make a comeback. Going to give it a little bit of a break. If I do bring it back, I might start throwing in like on Sundays, Mondays, maybe Thursdays, throwing some football lines. We'll see. But I feel like my basketball picks weren't too bad, honestly, outside of the rebounds from Eamon Thompson that one day. But so yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It was fun. This week we're going the Texans money line +235. This is also kind of a model pick. I have it on 2 of my models and I'm winning. It's only by like 2 points, but it is winning. So take the Texans. Like I said, Mills Mafia. Take the Colts money line +154. I think this is going to be a public bet. I don't really like that fact. Also the fact that Daniel Jones didn't look good the last 2 weeks before the bye, but also the Chiefs don't look good. So take the Colts +154 against the Chiefs. And then my against all odds long shot of the week, fitting for the name, we're taking the Browns money line +170 with Shadur starting against the Raiders.
Speaking of Shadur, he's at the top of our NFL conversation this week. I think we're only going to talk about the Lions, Packers, and Shadur. So he came into the game. Ravens, Browns.
I want to preference.
Yep.
I didn't watch a lick of his time on the field.
I watched all of it. So, and that was only because Red Zone just pumped it into my face.
Yeah.
That sounded suspect. So Dylan Gabriel, concussion. So Shedeur comes in. And somehow the Browns were like in this game. Like the Ravens couldn't really get it done. Browns defense is just
dumb
so
interceptions, unlucky interceptions, and field goal fest.
Yep. So Shedeur comes in. The crowd's amped. It was in Cleveland, right?
Yep.
So I'm a Shedeur hater. We know this. It's been very well documented on this podcast.
You hate greatness.
I just hate the hype that is so undeserved, so unbelievably undeserved. And then the discourse that, oh, his coach is racist because he won't start him. His linemen are racist. They're not trying. Like, when I saw that take that during the preseason his O-lineman didn't want to block for him, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. These are dudes fighting to make an NFL roster. You think they're just like, yeah, fuck this guy. I'm going to let him through. They don't give a fuck. So he was bad. Very, 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 so bad. So bad. Quick stat line for you. 4 for 16, 47 yards, a pick, and then got sacked twice for 27 yards. Should have been sacked quite a bit more. He did his little dance around in the backfield thing like he's still at Colorado. Brother, that's not going to work, especially against the Ravens defense that's getting better. And I loved every second of this. I mean, it was so terrible watching this. It was so bad. End of the game, he put together a couple nice throws that were garbage time dog shit. But the big play everybody's showing, shout out Josina Anderson. Against all odds, he got this first down. He threw the ball to Jerry Jeudy 3 yards short of the sticks. Jerry Jeudy broke 2 tackles to get the first down. Shedeur deserves no credit for that. He didn't do a fucking thing. He just was lucky to complete the pass, and then Jeudy said, I got this one, pal. And then they took a couple shots at the end zone and didn't get it. Yeah, not good. We're probably going to get to watch him again this week, I think, right? I don't think.
Gabriel's he was cleared. Announced starting today.
Yeah. So I'm not going to lie. I'm going to hate watch the fuck out of that game. I do need him to cover, though, so I'm kind of torn here. The model liked
that
the Browns.
Might be – I'm pulling up the slate to see if that might be the worst game.
Falcons Saints is going to be pretty bad.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be between Falcons Saints. Luckily, they're both on the afternoon slate. So
I think Vikings Packers is also sneaky bad, just because obviously McCarthy's terrible, and I think the Packers are going to do like just barely enough to win. Like they'll probably cover, but it's going to be one of those boring like 17-7 games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think that is going to be more. That game's going to be more of a defensive battle versus those other two games are going to be just absolute dog shit everywhere.
It's that one.
Like you could have horrible like. The Raiders defense is god awful.
Yeah.
But the Browns offense is so bad.
Yeah.
And the Raiders offense won't be able to do shit against the Browns defense.
Judkins 100. I know you had him in the 4x100 last week. We might want to throw that back in. Because he might have to have a day
he's been struggling.
Yeah. Well, they have no
But O-line. Also yeah, that's true.
And their O-line won't block because they don't know if it's a pass or run play, and Shedeur might be throwing the ball. They can't block.
How long was
that was
Shedeur
the other
in
excuse.
The game?
He's had no first-team reps. He's had some. He's the backup for the last 3 weeks. Oh,
yeah, but how long was Shedeur in the game last week? When did he come in?
I think it was right after half. Played a whole half.
Jesus Christ. Gabriel okay. So the fact that they
Gabriel
had him throw 16 times, I guess they probably weren't down at that time, right?
They were down the whole game.
At half, they were up 16-10.
Oh.
So that's why I'm saying, like, they didn't need to be passing all that, and they still threw 16 times with Shedeur in the second half. I have a feeling they're going to throw a lot.
Yeah.
Gross.
I might bet Shedeur to have like 3 picks. If they're going to let him sling it, he's going to make some stupid throws. And their backup cannot be better than him. Because the dude's got some talent. I'm going to turn off my hater for a second. He's got some talent. He's just got the IQ of like me playing Madden and I'm down by 21. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, I guess like the Raiders, it's got to be their secondary. That's the worst, right? Because there's no way their D-line is bad.
Oh yeah, Dak was like pretty much doing whatever he wanted. Imagine taking the first half under in a game with the Raiders. I couldn't be me. Dude, it almost happened too. It was like
I know.
It was there. Oh, it was
24 and a half
fuck.
just felt so high for a bad offense in the Raiders.
It was sweaty as fuck, but it was almost there, and then they just scored it. It was fourth down.
After that pick, I was like, 4 minutes left.
After that pick, I'm like, yeah,
run it
clock.
out.
And then I figured they would get in field goal range, but I was hoping it'd be like a 60-yarder. And then I was like, all right, miss it. And then like the Raiders probably miss it. But then when it was fourth down, I'm like, okay, one fucking stop. They're not marching down the field. And then he threw the touchdown. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
I was pissed. And luckily,
Untouched
Javi
too.
helped you out. CD didn't get there. That would have pissed me off.
Didn't?
If the hardest part happened and then the over like hit easily. And obviously
got
Dak
there?
didn't throw a pick either. Huh?
Did Javonte got there? I'm marking
Javonte got
right
there.
now.
CD was the other 3 leg that didn't hit, and then Dak didn't throw a pick. So we wouldn't have hit anything no matter what.
Loss. Dak didn't. Okay.
Dak didn't throw a
And
pick.
then Lockett, I don't think Lockett had 4 receptions either. I think I went over
No.
2. Cowboys Raiders went over.
Soared
Yikes.
over.
2 for 4.
Yep. So yeah, that's my take on Shador. Is that it's very fun to hate watch him. I will be tuning in this week. Might buy Sunday NFL ticket just to throw that game on. That's how much I enjoy the hate watch.
Can I stream? Actually, I don't know what my plans are for Sunday. I was gonna say, could I stream it in Discord?
Do they play at 1 or 4?
The Browns?
Yeah.
That's the afternoon. That's why I said that. Perfect. And the Falcons game is afternoon.
That's perfect because I got to do some yard work Sunday morning, so I'm probably going to miss. The Lions are on, though. I'm not missing the Lions. Speaking of the Lions, let's get to that game. So I have notes. I'm glad I took them because. Huh? They had 2 good transitions tonight. Yeah. I took some notes Sunday night. 16-9 loss to the Eagles. Let's see. How do I want to structure this? Do I want to just go to the notes or do I want to try to use my head first? I guess we'll start frustrating. Such a frustrating game. So frustrating. The Eagles defense is fucking good. Really, really, really fucking good. Now we're going to transfer the notes and then we'll just talk and we'll see what pops up. So
imagine loving the over in that game.
I did. Well, so here's my thought process on the over. Lions defense banged up as fuck. The Eagles offense is going to figure out their offense against us because our defense is so banged up, and then we'll have to play chase down and score a bunch. That's why I love the over. It's soared under. That was a bad take. So another great segue off the top. First note. Defense was great. Lions defense played so fucking good. However, I think part of that is the Eagles offense being so shit, right? They lost. Dickerson got hurt early. I'm going to jump. I don't want to jump ahead. Yeah, I'm thinking that we got a little bit of a smoke screen here from the Eagles offense being terrible, but I left that game going, all right, defense looked good. At least we got something. It's the opposite of last year. We got offensive injuries now. Our offensive line is banged up as fuck. And the defense is also banged up, but they're playing well. Whereas the offense last year was fully healthy, played fucking awesome all the time. So it's bad. I thought we killed the tush push. I think they stopped it 4 times total, 4 plays. Turns out their starting center went out, so that's a big deal. Dickerson also was out. Or Lane Johnson, sorry. Dickerson was playing, I think. Or is he retired? I don't know. Their O-line. Yeah, Lane Johnson ended up going out, and their starting center left. So, did we kill it? Definitely not, but still awesome to stop
Jurgens.
And I saw a lot of people. Okay, I saw a lot of people analyzing it online. What the Lions did that nobody has done yet is they pushed with, I think it was Brian Branch, pushed Aleem McNeil right in the middle. That helped. And then Anzalone and Jack Campbell
from the side
crashed off the edge to get in there and drag out. And
it's more, it
like
takes off that second push. Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that would have worked a couple times, even with a fully starting line. But I think they would have got a couple of them.
Well, so 1 sec. I think the Packers actually killed it because the Eagles only ran it once against us.
Twice.
And it worked.
I thought it was twice. They got the false start and then the second time.
Oh, yeah. So they were so scared to run it against the Packers defense that
they forgot how to do it.
Yeah. So we helped you guys out.
Hey, I'll take it.
You're welcome.
The other one was they lined up, and I don't know if this was on purpose, but was it Aleem McNeil or was it that kid out of Ohio State? One of our D tackles put his hand in the neutral zone, so the Eagles' offensive lineman was tapping his hand trying to get the encroachment penalty. He then backed his hand up, and the lineman continued to tap, so then he jumped, and we drew the false start. Scummy/wrong call, yes, but whatever you – like, they're probably going to get it. I don't care. Do some shit. See what we can figure out. The thing that's great is that Dan Campbell was one of the few people – Dan Campbell/Lions were one of the few people to vote to keep the tush push. Not one of the few. One of the people to vote to keep it because he's like, that's football. So with that, I think you could do whatever you want to try to disrupt it. Worst case, they get the first down. They're probably going to get anyways. Was it the wrong call? Yeah. But let's see. What's my next one? Oh, Jared Goff is a pumpkin without a clean pocket. There's just like no talent there. And I'm getting worried that he is having flashbacks to the end of the Rams where he was dog shit. Because he just looked like in these games, all 4 losses, Jared Goff has just looked so panicky every play. Even with a clean pocket, he's dancing around and he's like, he did a jump pass, which what are you doing? He can't evade a single sack. The dude with a clean pocket is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. I will argue that, but I'm not going to. Clean pocket, perfect pocket, can step up, make all of his reads, let his routes develop. Great quarterback. Yeah, this one made me laugh. Do you want to just go through them right now? Because they were good. I'm not going to lie to you. I wasn't mad. Fine. These made me laugh. My favorite, I'll tell you my favorite. And it's totally deserved because I ripped it.
So, first, we got this
one. The one you just showed. Yep. That one was good. I saw that one.
Oh, before. Is it not sharing? Oh.
It's sharing.
Are you seeing me scroll through my page right now?
No. I'm stuck on Jared Goff in a winter game outdoors, and it's a dog pissing on the floor.
Oh. Let me...
Okay, now it's us.
Yeah.
Now it's just us.
Why is it 3 different tabs?
2 guys in a room. What are you going to do?
Oh, I see what's happening.
There we go. So for the podcast listeners... this one says Jared Goff when he has to play outside of a dome without a perfectly climate-controlled environment, and it's Dan Orlovsky. That one, I actually laughed out loud. That was hilarious.
Yeah, and then we had, I think, did you see the dog one, like, big screen?
No, here's the dog. This is Jared Goff in a winter game outdoors, ? And it's a dog pissing himself in the kitchen. These are all from Packers fans, by the way, which mine were all from Lions fans. So... yeah, those were funny. I didn't see them till late too, because I was avoiding Twitter because I don't want it. Well, not really avoiding, just kind of with the new chats thing. The notifications aren't popping for me right now.
That and I hate the whole encrypted. You got to put in a fucking passcode.
Yeah. So, anyways, with a clean pocket, great quarterback. With our O-line being banged up and not playing as well as they have been, Jared Goff has been terrible this year. He's had great games. Also, like we've known this now and talked about many times. Outdoor Jared Goff, not a good quarterback. He needs to be in a dome, climate controlled, just perfect conditions. He's a California kid.
Yep.
We've done the conversation. I'm sure we'll do an in-depth one at the end of the year. How many years do we have left to Jared Goff? It's looking like less and less the more I watch him play without a clean pocket. The thing I think back to too is Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, all these all-time quarterbacks, which Jared Goff is not an all-time great quarterback. They are able to avoid sacks by ditching the ball in a legal way. You're not grounding it. Jared Goff, there was his one, I think he only got sacked once. He fell to the ground when the pressure was there. The dude barely touched him. He just fell down. Aaron Rodgers would be getting wrapped up and he's throwing it to the tight end that's waiting on a curl route. You know what I mean?
What was up with Jared Goff wearing a glove on his throwing hand?
He does that. I don't get it. and I wish he would not. I can't imagine. He missed a lot of throws. He had there was some drops, but for the most part, like a couple clean pocket too.
Don't even drop that word in this.
What?
Drops.
That's why I said a couple, and then you got to let me continue. There were a few.
No, I'm
drops,
just saying I can't wait
for
to get
the most
Packers
part,
game.
Jared Goff was dog shit. The big drop was one of the fourth downs. He hit J-Mo, which if he hit him in stride, it might have been a fucking touchdown. He threw it at his ankles, and then J-Mo, that's a ball you got to catch, especially as a guy that just got that big extension. But if he hits him in stride, there's a chance he breaks that little loose tackle and he runs for a touchdown. But he threw it at his fucking ankles. So, yeah, that's Jared Goff. I already hit this. It's bad that he looks like a pumpkin without a clean pocket because our O-line is banged up and looks terrible. Taylor Decker, I've always been a fan of the guy, but he's fucking terrible now. Mahogany, our third or fourth, I think he was a fifth round pick. He's great. He wasn't playing. Let me bounce back to preseason, not even preseason, off season. Frank Ragnow retiring after the NFL draft and after free agency was such a dick move to the organization. Now, I know the dude has had some crazy neck injuries, back injuries. Maybe he thought he was actually going to play. But if there was an ounce of, hey, I might not play this year and just retire altogether, you should tell your team so they can at least get a backup option. We drafted no centers. We signed no centers. We got a guy playing center that hasn't played it in 6 years. He's not doing a great fucking job. So he really cucked us over with that one. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I'm just going to read this word for word and then we'll go from there. I can't really remember everything I wrote. I'm usually a Collinsworth lover, except for when the Lions are in the game because that usually involves the Chiefs and then he's slurping up Patrick Mahomes. But the narrative that he was trying to push that, back-to-back weeks shutting down Jordan Love and Jared Goff and the Lions, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. We moved the ball on that defense. Let's look at the stats. I don't know about the Packers. I'm only speaking about my team. I don't know what the Packers' total yardage ended up at against the Eagles. But the whole game, he's like, this Eagles defense is just, oh my God. Yes, they are fantastic, and they got the big stops when they needed them. But down the stretch, the Lions were moving the ball. Early, correct. We had a lot of we were going for it our own 40. But we ended up with 317 total yards of offense. 0 for 5 on fourth down was what was killer. But that's what a great defense does. They get the big stop when they need it. Yes, the Eagles defense was fantastic. But trying to push this whole, oh my God, shutting down the Lions and Packers back-to-back weeks. They didn't really shut us down. They did when it mattered. But in terms of total yardage, we're good. 13 first downs. Yards per play, 5.3. Couple big, huge chunk plays. Like, their tackling on a couple of those Gibbs big plays was terrible. So
we only had
that was
261 total against them. But that's also 261. But that's also considering sacks. I think it came out to like 280.
Yeah, like that's
total.
Still a decent
It's
amount.
Still
of
not good.
And then my last note, obviously the call at the end of the game, the defensive pass interference. I need to clarify something. I don't know if you are on board or realize this, but I didn't send what I sent in the chat to say, we would have won that game. We lost that game ourselves. But this
I knew what you were saying. I was just doing what I do after a Lions loss and pushing as many buttons as I possibly could, hoping that there would be one that set off an explosion.
No, the explosion was controlled. Also, because I've been stupid busy. We're down people at work, so I didn't really have time. I probably would have exploded normal week of work, but I got 2 guys that are off all week for hunting season, so probably would have been an explosion. I was able to. I read it and ignored, and because I had something to do, and then I just never went back.
I kind of figured.
So this was a fun stat I saw on Twitter. Since the start of the 2024 season, the Lions have only drawn 1 defensive pass interference. No other team has less than 9. That's fucking crazy. Now, after I saw that, I did read some comments, and somebody pointed out Jared Goff doesn't take the deep shot too often unless it's there. So that's fair. Also, in a lot of our games, we're controlling the clock, running the ball. But 1 to 9 is the next lowest. That's fucking crazy. There's a little bit of bias there. And in that span, they've been called for 24 defensive pass interferences. That's second only to Denver. So that part I'm not really too concerned about because I've seen there's been quite a few good defensive pass interferences called on us because Terry Arnold likes to get handsy. But that one at the end of that game was one of the worst. The Lions would have had a minute and a half. Not saying they would have gone down and won it, but just to have the chance to, like to end like that game for a neutral fan was probably boring, but you have to go, man, look at these defenses. Because the Lions defense got put in some shitty spots. Giving up like the pick six at the start, or not the pick six, sorry, the pick at the start of the game. They get the ball first and goal, and you hold them to a field goal. Fantastic. Going for it at your own 40, you get stopped. Going for it at the 50, they got stopped. Like, I didn't look it up, but the starting field position for the Eagles had to be average, like the 45, their own 45, maybe their own 50.
Are you able to? Is that on ESPN by chance?
I usually only see those on Twitter, like the average starting field position.
There.
So, yeah. To wrap up, I got two things to wrap up. Number one, season's not over. I still love this team. The play calling was still good. If you get two of those fourth downs, it's a different game. We just got stopped, man. That's all it is. Jared Goff needs to stop looking like a pumpkin. I guess I got a few more than just 2 points. I'm getting sidetracked. You have to beat up on the Giants this week. If Jameis goes out and lights up our defense, that would be crazy to me, first of all, especially we're at home. I think our next 6 games are in Dome, so that's encouraging. Packers on Thanksgiving is a must-win. I'm making it a must-win. We lose that game, I don't like we lose that game. I go from, all right, let's make a run at the Super Bowl. We're in our third year of not really dominating, but being a good team. If you lose to the Packers, I go to make the playoffs, hopefully. Jeez, oh, Pete's.
So you've got home against the Giants, home against the Packers, home against the Cowboys, at the Rams.
Dome.
So those are all domes. Then you go at home against the Steelers.
Dome.
At the Vikings.
Dome.
At the Bears.
Outdoors. 6 dome
Better
games
hope that last game doesn't come down to a playoff spot. Or a Bean Boozled bet.
Yeah, I forgot about that too. Also, the over at 11.5 wins. That is scary.
Not really. It's 4 losses.
Final thought. That's 5 losses. They can go 12-5.
Yeah, I'm saying. It's like 7, 8, 9.
The Lions
10,
can only
11,
lose one more
13.
game for me to win our over 11.5 bet.
False. If you won out, you'd have 13. Oh, yeah, shit. If you lost 1, you'd have 12. If you lost 2 games, yeah, you're right.
You can only lose one more. Final thought. Dan Campbell needs to learn to
Thanksgiving Day.
punt the ball. He also needs to learn to take field goals, especially when your defense is playing awesome. I saw something that we left 14 points on the board. I don't know if that's true. I think that includes like a drop somewhere. But
I mean, I'd have to see
the JMO celebration. Also, the people saying, "Oh, you shouldn't be such a fucking idiot because now we just missed that extra point." That's as much on Jake Bates as it is on JMO. It's a 48-yarder, which is a chip shot in today's game. I'm mad at JMO. However, like this is just racist old men showing their stripes. Oh, this fucking guy, he cost us a point. That point didn't matter with the way the fucking offense played the whole game anyways. It all comes down to taking the points sometimes. Dan Campbell is going to have to learn that. There's a time to go for it on 4th. And when your offensive line looks like this, running it up the gut on 4th down isn't going to work. Draw something up. But you got to take those points because I know there was 2. There was obviously.
I'm looking. So I have it up right now. The first downs was 4th and 1 at your own 48. Ran up the middle of Gibbs, got stopped. Mm-hmm. That was with 1. Actually, that was with 13:07 left in the second quarter.
Right. So that doesn't
really leave anything.
Any points though.
Fake punt. 4th and 2 at the Detroit 43 punt, with 11:22 left.
I forgot about the fake
in
punt.
The second.
Terrible. With how much we were going for it in that game, do you think they really thought you were going to punt the ball? Or were they even concerned? He left it. The special teams coordinator said in his post-game presser, he said, yeah, we left the defense out there. We kind of thought there'd be a chance on their first punt. They'll go for it.
There's three more. Third quarter. That was the JMO pass over the middle, 4th and 5 at the Philly 32, 12-19
I think
left
people are
third.
calling that 7, which I don't know why, because it wasn't a guaranteed touchdown. We had to break a tackle. Where was that at on the field?
You're still down 4, the 32.
Yeah, so you take the 3 there. You're down 4.
You're down 4.
Yep.
Then the next drive, you got stopped 4th and goal.
Yep. That's
7. That's 7.
That's why I'm
tie
mad.
game.
You missed the extra point, and then the 2 field goals you could have taken right there. If you get the extra point, do you think he may have taken some field goals? I don't.
Well, so then you went 4th and 3 at the Philly 45 with 1:18 left in the third. That was incomplete to Amon-Ra. That was the last time you went for a 4th down the rest of the game. You punted the next 2 drives and took a field goal on the last drive.
Right. And I'm kind of mad about the field goal. I want to say there was like 2.5 left, and we were in field goal range. I would have liked if
1:58 to go.
We took over with 1:58.
It's when you kicked the field goal.
Right. I would have liked if they kicked it sooner, so you keep that 2-minute warning. But once again, that defense pass interference. Can you maybe put on a unbiased hat for a second? DPI.
One more question. Down 10, 5:12 to go, 4th and 10 at your own 42.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Punting. Because our history on 3rd and 10 or longer is bad, let alone 4th and 10. I didn't hate the punt
but I
call.
think down 10, I think you have to go for that.
It almost worked out. There's some sort of analytic out there that said, hey, if you punt this and then they go 3 and out, we're right back in this thing. And it kind of happened.
I guess, yeah.
Well, and then, you know what, though? The only reason we were in that game is because Sirianni did a dumb thing. That's like 2 or 3 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row.
He's 2 weeks in a row for sure, but I think I think they won that game comfortably. A couple times this year, he's gone for it on 4th when he just didn't need to, and it made the game interesting all of a sudden.
It was probably the Vikings game where they won 28-22.
Yeah.
That was
against you guys. He threw up that shot to A.J. Brown, right?
That was so dumb.
I just don't know why he does these things. With how good his defense is, too. You punt that ball, game's over.
Yeah.
We're not marching down the score. And then
I will agree. It should have been OPI, if anything.
Thank you. I would have been fine with no flag. That's why when they threw it.
Didn't Collinsworth say it should have been OPI, if anything?
I think Collinsworth said, no, it was McCauley came on, the rules expert, and said, guys, this should be offensive, if anything. So it's frustrating. And I loved Collinsworth's reaction, though. I was mad at him about pushing the narrative that, they shut him down. But he was pissed. He was, how are you going to end a great game like with that call? Oh, he was so mad. So, yeah, I was my father actually had already turned off the game and gone to bed, but I was up watching, and I was livid. But I never did we would have won this game. Because, no, best case scenario, what? You go down, you score, and it's overtime, and what happens in overtime? Does Pumpkin Jared Goff come? Also, Pumpkin Jared Goff, what did he go? What was it, 13 for like 37?
It
was dog shit.
Yeah, he was like under 40%, I think, or something. It was really bad.
So I see Lions fans on Twitter that are saying, "Yep, we should have won that game." It's like, how do you look at your quarterback that
14
game?
for
37.
37.
We would have marched down and scored a touchdown with no timeouts. Matthew Stafford, I would have been like, we probably should have won that fucking game. But Jared Goff, not the way he played that night, and it was outside. So I'm gonna hang it up on that. We can talk about your Packers and then rip a parlay and some picks.
Yeah, honestly, as far as the Packers total game, it wasn't impressive. I am loving the box score watchers coming out this week, though, and just saying how bad Jordan Love played, because he was 13 for 24, 174 yards and 2 touchdowns. If anybody watched that game, actually, you didn't even have to watch the game. PFF had him as the highest graded quarterback the entire week. He had like a 96 grade. Jordan Love was phenomenal when he played this week. We had 7 drops.
Yeah.
And they were atrocious drops. Like, not even like, oh, that's on the line of like a drop and just a bad pass. No, these were like hit them in the fucking chest wide open drops. They were god awful. Josh Jacobs getting injured, not good. I've been very anti Emmanuel Wilson and very much of
second round pick? Second or third?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm starting to turn a corner. He's looked pretty good the last couple weeks, and I think it's more of just we have Josh Jacobs, use Josh Jacobs, not the fact of like I don't like Emmanuel Wilson. I think he's a fine running back. I think he'll do just fine if Josh Jacobs is out.
Undrafted, by the way.
Oh, I don't think he's going to get the same workload that Josh Jacobs gets. Honestly, fuck around and run a 2 QB system and throw Malik Willis in there at the same time as Jordan Love and have him run the ball every once in a while. That'd be pretty cool. Malik Willis did play a little bit this week because Jordan Love got injured for a bit on his non-throwing shoulder. I think he's going to be fine. Apparently, it was really fucking windy at this game, too. So our kicking was bad again. Shocker.
Well,
Luke Musgrave.
What's his nuts? McManus didn't play, right?
Yeah, well, Haversick has been better on the year. I think I said that last week. And he was 1 for 3 on extra points. So...
can I, before you continue, can I jump in with a God damn it, Jordan Love, you fucked me?
Sure.
So I've been doing every Saturday and Sunday. What I do is I take just some lines I like, usually like a 4 to 5 leg, maybe a 6 leg, and I'll bump up or down the spread, do a little alt spread, usually to about minus 200 range. I had one on Sunday. It was looking fantastic. 10 for 177, I think it was. I won't read all the legs. I think it was a 6 leg. Everything was pretty much hitting. It was a 1 o'clock parlay. I had under 46.5 in Packers Giants. That looked good for such a long time. And I did hedge, luckily. The live over was like 40.5 or 41.5, and I was like, fuck it, I'm bumping this up to the number I got. I think I threw like 30 on it. It paid out 95 to 101, something like that. But then I was like, okay, I don't want this to hit. I set it up so I make more on the actual parlay that I placed. So then like games like kind of dying out. I'm like, all right, we're good. And then all of a sudden the Packers started driving there. They scored, but I'm like, oh fuck. I was doing the math the whole time. Like, they're going to go for 2 if they score, right? So I'm like, just please don't get it. You know, if the Giants drive down and score, kick a field goal, whatever, some dumb shit, that's fine. But just don't get the 2-point conversion. And then they got the 2-point conversion. On a clunky, weird play, too. Like, it looked weird.
Yeah.
And they got it. And I was like, damn it. But I did have the hedge. But, yeah. So, God damn it, Jordan Love, you fucked me. So, I was watching that game, and I did see that Jordan Love played well, by the way. I'm not a box score watcher.
Good. I was going to say, do you think I'm allowed to show the video of all of the drops? But I don't know. I don't really want to show it. Then it gets copyrighted. So yeah, I won't. They were really bad, though. I don't know who dropped more, if it was the Packers offense or the Packers defense. The amount of interceptions was
I think
so
I said
bad.
twice. At least twice. I was like, that's why you're a quarterback, bud.
Yeah. There was at least 4 that were really bad. Luckily, we made up for it with the 1 to end the game. The defense, the secondary was not good on Sunday. The fact that Isaiah Hodgins was the leading receiver for the Giants, he was just wide open every single time in the middle of the field, was ridiculous. Jameis wasn't bad. Jameis wasn't good. Luckily,
he was fun.
Parsons,
he was fun.
Yeah, he was fun.
Oh, so fun to watch.
Parsons made the big play to end the game, so that was awesome. Let's see. Romeo Doubs drops. Yeah, he does.
Romeo Doubs had 2 big ones. I was like, oh my God. That one.
Yeah, it's a good thing we left healthy wide receivers back in Green Bay. Didn't need them. So, Luke Musgrave, though, is Matthew Golden, not a bust. 1 for 24, 3 targets. we're not using him. We're never going to use him like a wide receiver one. I can guarantee you that.
He just doesn't look like he can catch a deep ball. He loses it every time.
Yeah, the one where he turned
I have to start him this week
inside and the ball is on his outside, and like you have the entire sideline to you. The defender's on your inside shoulder. That was bad. That was a bad play because that was a dot by Love too.
Oh,
it was
such a good throw!
Perfect.
I was like, oh, yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah. No. You know who looks really fucking good though is Christian Watson. His hands look so good right now.
The problem with him is he looks slow, but his hands are fantastic.
Yeah, but I'm okay
if
he looks. That's the thing. I'm okay if he looks slow. If he's a big bodied guy, he's gonna go up and catch it. If his hands are good, his routes are good. I'm okay if he's slow. That's perfectly fine. And we've seen him beat guys deep too, so there's that. That touchdown.
I'm sure he'll have a fucking huge catch on Thanksgiving. I guarantee it. Happens every fucking year with that guy.
Honestly, Jaden Reed will probably be back by then. He'll probably smoke you on some end around. So, no, the Christian Watson catch in that back of the end zone, double covered. I don't know who to be more impressed with, Watson or Love on that. It was one of the most beautiful throws and catches I've seen this season by this team. There were a couple throws that were in contention for Sicko Throw of the Week for Jordan Love on Twitter this week. I don't know if you saw those. It was
Did he have
some pretty disgusting throws?
Did he happen to have a dummy turnover before half? I didn't catch one.
No, he was out before half, I think.
That's right. Yep. He faked an injury, so he couldn't do it again.
Look here.
I'm telling you, I'm onto something there. He loves the shitty turnover before half.
There was a fumble. Oh, there's the Luke Musgrave fumble with 38 seconds left.
That doesn't count, though. I'm talking Jordan Love throwing a stupid ball or throwing the ball.
Yeah, no, nothing like that.
Those types. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we had any turnovers outside of that one. No. And that was actually reversed, so it wasn't considered, which I'm going to say some take that might be bad, but not Jordan Love. Luke Musgrave is the get this guy off my fucking team right now player of the week. This dude is a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
I have never seen such a soft tight end in my entire life.
Does he go down or what?
Pause. No, he can't catch. He doesn't block. He does go down when he gets the ball.
Right.
He can't hold on to the ball.
That's right. Yeah.
I just dude. Josh Wiley is a better fucking tight end than this dude. John Fitzpatrick's a better tight end than this dude. And these guys are no-namers. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think if the 6 drops get limited to 3, we probably win this game by 20. But I don't know. I'd just like one all-around complete game, and we haven't gotten that this year yet. So, except for the Lions week 1. So
that was honestly your one domination win.
Yeah, right? Jordan Love's heating up for Toyota-thon, so I'm just gonna throw that out there. Watch out. I think the schedule gets quite interesting. We go home against the Vikings, at the Lions, home against the Bears, at the Broncos, at the Bears, home against the Ravens, at the Vikings. Not loving it, but also trusting. I think we can sweep the Vikings easy. I think we could sweep the Bears. Looking at the division standings, Bears Twitter is fucking ridiculous this week. Welcome. Finally, you guys made it to the top for once. That entire standings could be flipped in a week.
Who's oh man, I'm looking at all these I had so many parlays on Sunday that were close. I never do this and go back and look. It was 64.5, by the way, plus 108 for that over. Oh shit, it was 125 on 35 for the live over for Packers Giants. Sorry, lock back in. What was I saying? Oh, who's the worst of this? Who's the worst of the 7-3 teams? Bears or Chargers? Who's the worst of them?
I think the Bears. I think that's tough to say though.
I agree with the
Bears have played an easier schedule.
And their defense is dog shit. And Caleb Williams doesn't impress me. Herbert can still sling it, The Chargers O-line's banged up
Caleb's
as fuck.
looked pretty good.
Also, in terms of like winning, like the Chargers have won some comfortable games. The Bears, every single game is a sweat. They're 7-3 with a -6 point differential. Like, it's the flukiest 7-3 of all time. I will get a Chicago Bears tattoo on my right ass cheek if they win the Central or the North with no major injuries to the other good teams in the division. It's going to be the Lions or Packers. Probably the Packers. I'm going to say it right now. I don't think the Lions can win the division.
I think
I hope they do.
Probably have an easier schedule. Yeah, I think the Packers probably have an easier schedule than what the Lions do. My last note on this game is and Toyotathon too. My last note on this game is I will never understand why the play calling gets so much better when Malik Willis comes in to the game.
Dude, seriously.
It was I don't know if it's like a defensive thing where like because they run the ball more with Malik Willis, like the defense just plays completely different. But like this should be your sign number one, like, hey, let's get Jordan Love out of the pocket a little bit here. Like things work way better. Also, the touchdown Malik Willis threw, I don't think was intended for Christian Watson. I saw the alt 22 version, and there was a wide receiver standing in the back of the end zone, double covered, and he threw it right at him, and Christian Watson came across the middle and caught it. So I think that was a lucky touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But that's all.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm already browsing some parlay picks here. You want to start with
a touchdown?
You want to start with the 4-leg?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, last week, touchdown scores 1 for 4. Who was the one that we hit?
Shit, I had it.
Wasn't Ibuka, I'll tell you that. It wasn't
Ibuka
Jefferson.
Wasn't in it. Jefferson wasn't in it.
It was Jefferson.
No, it was Drake London, Jalen Waddle.
Yep, neither scored.
And then it was you picked it. Hang on, I can pull it up. I got my bet history right here. I was just looking at it a second ago.
Drake London might have scored. I don't remember.
Drake London definitely did not score. Waddle definitely didn't score. Here it is. Hang on. JSN, CD scored. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So you want to type it up? I'll start for our lines pick. I'm just deciding which one of the public ones to take. You know what? Give me... Hang on, I got to see. I'm looking at my lines. What are they right now? I'm taking the Jags. Can I bump them down or no?
Yeah, that's fine.
Jags -2.5.
I have it as 2.5. Is it not?
I got 3 on DraftKings.
Okay, Jags -2.5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking the Bears.
That was my other one. So,
yeah, I kind of figured. Bears -2.5, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they. 2.5. I need a total. Let's go. Let's get gross. Let's go Seahawks Titans over 39.5.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I wanted the opposite.
You wanted the under.
Yeah, my model is the under. But it doesn't love it.
Here's my thinking. The Seahawks might put up 42. After Darnold looking terrible last week, look at how fast they put up 42.
Also, I think the Seahawks are technically like, I think I looked at it today. I think they're like 7-4 to the over.
Which is weird because their defense is really, really fucking good.
Yeah, but I think that's why, because the lines get set low for them. And then their offense is so good.
Yeah, I love these low totals. So, all right, so Seahawks, you took the Bears. And what's your fourth or your second, I guess?
Do we want to get gross or what I think is going to be safe?
We can get gross. The 39.5 is disgusting.
So I'll let you pick of these two. I like both of these.
Okay.
First is the Giants Lions over 49.5.
It's 50.5 now.
Disgusting is Browns Raiders under 36.5.
I don't like low unders.
I know.
Let's go Giants Lions because there might be some points in that game, and we like to put up points on shitty teams. So
yeah, that's kind of my thought. Is I don't necessarily love the spread.
50.5.
I don't necessarily love the spread, but I like the total.
Ooh, Steelers. Wait, why do I have the? Oh, I accidentally took the over in the. Wait. 39.5. Right? Jags minus 2.5. Seahawks Titans over 39.5. Bears minus 2.5. Over 50.5. Yep. Plus 1,069.
Nice.
Oops.
And then touchdown scores.
I haven't even started to look.
Oh man, I wish there were more lines for that game. Keep an eye on Kenneth Gainwell. If his lines get posted before they announce what they're doing with Jaylen Warren, I like it either way. But there's a very good chance Jaylen Warren doesn't play this week.
Gotcha. You want my pick first?
Sure.
I got one ready. Puka minus 115. Didn't score last week. Bucks defense is not very good. I feel like this should be like a minus 150. I feel like I'm getting value. No, minus 115.
Oh. Minus 115. I mean, do I just do it? Do I just get back on the wagon?
I don't know which wagon it is. Oh. Yeah, it's got to be quick because he's going to not play the rest of the game. I'm getting back on a wagon that you're going to hate, but I'm doing it. So you might as well hop on the wagon. Oh, man, there's no... Here we go.
What about... I think I know which direction you're going.
I'm switching now.
Which direction.
I'm switching now because I realized that... I'll tell you. It'll give it away if I say it.
Fuck, I really want to take that. Okay. I have two in mind.
Well, you need 2 picks.
Oh, shit, I do. Well, so technically I have 3 in mind.
I've already got my second pick, so hopefully you don't pick my guy.
Give me... Yeah, fuck it. Give me Christian Watson plus 195.
Back-to-back weeks?
Yep.
All right. My last one is Stephon Diggs.
Yep, that's exact. I knew where you were going with that.
No, the first one was Amon-Ra, minus 130.
I literally was thinking you were going between those two. So
I was locked on Amon-Ra, and then I was like, every time I pick him, he doesn't. Maybe I'm cursing him. So then I flipped, and I was like, ooh, Patriots playing the Bengals. And I saw Diggs, and I was like, yeah, man. I don't know what he is,
plus
though.
120.
Plus 1.
All right. Yeah, I mean,
we don't need any more juice. We're already plus 11-13 with those 3.
How do you feel about Thursday night? No, fuck that. No.
I hate it.
Especially
if you think Mills Mafia is going to go out there and show out.
I'm going to go back to the well. JSN plus 105.
That's where I thought you were going. It's got to be quick. Gotta be quick.
Plus 105. That's all right. How long are we at, by the way?
We're at 109.
All right. Ready to rip picks?
Yeah. Before we rip, I'm going 16-0.
Dude, I thought Paige had a chance last week.
I'm glad she didn't because I didn't place my bet. So I'm glad.
Yeah.
That would have hurt.
So last week, Paige led the clubhouse 10-5. She is 97, 66-1 in third place. Jake went 8-7. He's 98, 65-1. One game up of Paige. And then I came in at 9-6. First to break 100 wins. I'm 104, 59-1. Week 12, buys, Broncos, Dolphins, Chargers, Commanders. I don't think we're missing much there. Thursday game, Bills -5.5 at the Texans. Over-unders 43.5. Paige and I are on the Texans and Mills Mafia.
You guys are giving me a gift. I'm taking the Bills.
Thursday night's been gross, boy.
I know. We're due for this is what was supposed to happen.
Yep. And no CJ Stroud, too. It's setting up perfect. Sunday games, Steelers at Bears. Bears are at -2.5. Over-unders 45.5. We are all on the Bears. That's probably not good. Patriots -8 at the Bengals. Over-unders 49.5. No Jamar Chase. We're all on the Patriots.
Wow.
Do you have a take that you want to get out there?
Huh?
Do you have a take you want to get out there?
Where?
On
what?
The Patriots-Bengals game?
No, am I supposed to?
Just that you think the Patriots are the most overrated team?
No. Wait. Yeah. No, yeah, I said that. Yeah. They just
like you don't want to back up.
They just haven't played anybody. Or they don't play anybody, I should say. It's the easiest schedule I've ever seen. So I think they're going to get stomped in the playoffs.
All right, I can rip through these next couple ones. Giants at Lions. Lions -10.5. Over-unders 49.5. We're all on the Lions. By the way, I'm 3-1 when I pick against the Lions. Vikings at Packers. Packers are -6.5. Over-unders 41.5. We're all on the Packers. Seahawks -13.5 at the Titans. Over-unders 40.5. We're all on the Seahawks. Colts at Chiefs. Chiefs are -3.5. Over-unders 49.5. We're all on the Colts. That's scary. Like I said, public pick. I almost flipped on one last week, but I don't remember who it was. Next game, Jets at Ravens, -13.5. Over-unders 44.5. We're all on the Ravens. So we agree on all but actually all of the early games. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Afternoon games, Browns at Raiders. Raiders -3.5. Over-unders 46.5. Paige is on the Raiders. I'm on the Browns.
Yeah, I'm on the Browns as well. That's just a gross game. Almost a coin flip.
Shedder.
I can't believe I need to trust Shedder to win.
Shedder. Jags -2.5 at the Cardinals. Over-unders 47.5. Paige is on the Cardinals. I'm on the Jags.
We forgot to say, Jacoby Brissett, completions record in the regular season last week. That was wild. Yes. I have another crazy thing. The parlay died. The parlay died anyways, but I had his under passing yards in a parlay. And he threw for like 440. I'm taking the Jags.
Yeah. What's your model have this spread
at? For the Jags?
Mm-hmm.
It had Jags -6.5.
I'm afraid this could be a trap game if Marv plays.
Marv is already announced out.
When?
This morning I saw Schefter tweet it.
Oh, fuck. Damn it. Eagles -3.5 at the Cowboys. Over-unders 48.5. We're all on the Eagles. I'm actually surprised Paige is on the Eagles there.
Yeah, those are boys.
I know. Falcons at Saints. Saints are -1.5. Over-unders 39.5. We're all on the Falcons. Puke.
That grosses me out.
That's puke.
Oh, no. That's not going to end well.
Hey, Kirko.
He looked so bad.
Yeah. Bucks at Rams. Sunday Night Football. Rams are -7. Over-unders 49.5. Paige and I are on the Rams.
I still believe in Baker. He's going to come back. That defense is bad, though. The Rams are really, really good. But I think the Rams coming off that huge win last week might be a letdown spot.
Yeah, I mean, I have the... Oh, I don't. I do have the Bucks spread in my
I do
picks.
like the Bucks to cover for sure, and it's a winnable game. It's the Rams, but the Rams defense looks good too.
Yep. And then last pick, Monday Night Football, Panthers at Niners. Niners are -7. Over-under is 48.5. Paige is on the Panthers. She says, LOL. I'm also on the Panthers. Fuck around.
Going Niners. Thanks for another gift, guys. I don't know why you keep giving them to me, but I'll take them.
I literally only took big upsets on primetime.
That's fair. You'll probably have a good shot, honestly. I keep calling them gifts.
Think
I'll
about
probably
it.
go 1-2.
I didn't think about it. I just did it, and the shots ended up being on primetime. So,
did you tail any of a certain person in a basketball group chat's place tonight?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't because I missed them. Sounds like I didn't miss a whole lot. So we have a real quick story, and then we'll wrap this up because this is like getting close to the longest episode ever. We have a college basketball group chat for some plays. We have one guy that lives and breathes college basketball. He's been doing okay. I've made a little bit, but I've lost a little bit. He sent out 3 plays today. I missed them. So that was at 3:47, 7:51, follow-up text, shoot me in the fucking face, Jesus, I am trash. So those plays must not be going well.
Yeah, 0 for 3 as of right now. Bowling Green, -7.5. They're down 41-26 at half. Ohio, -6.5. They're down 35-29 at half. And Temple, -4.5. They're up 33-31 at half.
He's getting close to fading.
Yeah.
Was it Sunday or Saturday?
It's Saturday.
Saturday was bad. I'm getting close to fading him. Getting real close. Getting close.
All right, CMAs are on. Time to wrap it.
CMAs, okay. Have a great weekend. Hit some tanks, throw some tutties. We'll see you next week.
Peace.